Good evening there, it's Dave Levine here. It's the time of the day and the week for the reflections from a people developer and a podcast host. So thanks for joining me and listening in. It's Friday evening. It's been a really busy week. I feel like I've accomplished a lot. And it's also been really varied this week, to be fair. So lots of coaching, but also quite a lot of delivery. So that's making me feel quite tired because it takes a lot of energy out of me to do delivery and preparation. But overall, the variety's been great, and I've managed to move a few things on. As always, though, there's elements of the work that I'm doing which I haven't got to, which I would like to get to. So it keeps taking me back to the reflections on the idea of what's urgent and what's important, and making sure that I get the right balance there. But in terms of today, started off the day with delivering a kind of a workshop for a healthcare company, and my takeaway reflection has been related to a couple of words that people used at the end, and they used the word, it's left them a little bit nervous, and it's really pricked my thought around the idea of the depth and the kind of the level of content that we went into, and the types of conversations and the vulnerability that was created within the group. And I'm conscious that I kind of like to go there, and we need to have sort of open and honest and conversations that might touch on a few raw areas. But I am reflecting on the fact, I'm wondering if I've pushed it a little bit too hard or we went a little bit too deep, and they've left them a little bit scared, vulnerable, but also recognising that actually is nervous, healthy energy, and kind of on the edge of the learning zone within our sort of comfort and stretch model. So actually pushing them to that place actually is a really beneficial area, because that's where they're going to start really kind of becoming a lot more conscious and wake up to what's going on. So I feel quite pleased that I've challenged, but I only hope that the feedback over the next week or so will be that it's been a constructive challenge. So that was the start of the day, and then another reflection for me has been actually my energy and my excitement for meeting up with my good friend Steve, an old work colleague, good sounding board, and met him today. And after not really having sort of social connections with a lot of people for a long time, I was really looking forward to that, both because I've not seen him, not caught up with him, and we have a good sort of conversation, but also recognising the need for friendship and connection, and that kind of camaraderie and connection. Yeah, so that was good, and conscious that kind of going forward we'll need to do that more often and not lose that element of what I've lost over the last year during the kind of lockdown periods. So friendship and connection is not something that I have a lot of, but recognising today the importance of it. And then kind of lastly, moving on to, again, kind of value add. I had a couple of good conversations this afternoon, again with a potential work colleague, but also with my daughter Freya, just recognising about the importance of her value, and I think the reflection is really about honest conversations, or straightforward conversations, and bringing that emotion to bear. And I think it's been a bit of a thread of the day, given that I started off the day talking a bit about emotional intelligence, about how you can use the signals from within the content of our emotions and feed those into the conversations. So sometimes people don't like what you've got to say, but I kind of owned it and brought it to the fore and use it hopefully constructively. So been a good week, as I say, really quite tired now, but conscious that I needed to get my reflections out and down, and looking forward to the weekend ahead. Hopefully we'll get a bit of fresh air when in amongst all of the rain that's on the horizon. So anyway, looking forward to catching up next week, where I'm quite excited about a bit of space and time to hopefully move some of the other projects on around the online learning program that I'm developing. Alrighty, so take care, and I look forward to you catching up with me again for further reflections later on next week. Alright, see you soon, bye.